G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video we have the power rankings after round 22. So obviously round 23 kicks off tonight and let me know what you guys think about these power rankings. I'd love to hear from you guys. But we're going to do 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9. These ones down the bottom here, they're out of finals. They can't make finals. Well, technically I think mathematically the Dragons and Manly can, but look, they're not going to make finals. Let's just be real. So we'll cross a line through them. And let's start with 9th. So on the power rankings at number 9, I'm actually going to put Parramatta. Now, Eels fans, I know that's going to annoy some of you guys because, you have been playing some good footy recently, but you've also been playing a little bit of disappointing football. Now, I don't know what you're going to get with Parramatta. I think they could be a team to drop out. I think with current form, they are not up there with the best, I don't think. I know they get Mitchell Moses back this week, but at the same time, I just don't think that they are a big threat to the most top 8 sides. Personally, I know they've beaten the Panthers twice. Like, don't get me wrong. I know some big games they can win. I just think these last few weeks have been a little bit disappointing. I didn't think they were great against Manly. And I don't know, I think they're just kind of sliding at the moment. So they are number 9 for me. I know that's going to annoy so many people, but remember, these are just my opinions. All right, number 8. We've got the Raiders. Now, they weren't all that convincing against the Dragons, but they're starting to go on a little bit of a run. I do think that they're going to want to win every game they've got left, and I think they can do that. Parramatta have a pretty tough run coming home, so that's another factor I thought I'd put in there, whereas the Raiders have quite an easy run home. For now, I've got the Raiders at 8 and Eels at 9. All right. At 7, I've got the Brisbane Broncos. They were all right against the Knights, but I wasn't impressed by them. I think against some of the top teams, they're going to struggle, and we saw that against the Roosters. So I can't have them any higher than 7th. All right. First team in the top 6, I've got the Roosters. Roosters are starting to put together some amazing football. And I think they're going to be a team you don't want to see in the first week of the finals. So for me, the Roosters are sitting about 6th. I think that's pretty fair. Next up, my South Sydney Rabbitohs. Again, another team you don't want to meet in finals. Rabbitohs are really putting together a good bit of momentum. I think in the last 7 or 8 games, they've only lost 1. That was in Golden Point against the Sharks. So huge effort there from the Rabbitohs. After that game against St. George where it was like 32-0 at halftime, I thought that was the season done, out dead and buried pretty much. But then we saw Latrell come back and a rise in the Rabbitohs. So I definitely think we've got most of the boys playing some of their best football. Cody Walker's season's been reignited. So, yeah, I think 5th spot seems pretty good to me. In 4th, I've actually got the North Queensland Cowboys. Now, I know this is a massive drop because I actually had them at 1st last week. But I just think the 3 teams ahead of them are slightly better at the moment. The Cowboys are going on a little bit of a downward spiral. They beat the Dragons 2 weeks ago. Good win there. But then before that, they struggled a bit. They had the loss. Well, they beat the Tigers, but it probably should have been a loss. And then, they got absolutely destroyed by the Roosters last week. Granted, some of the calls didn't go their way. But at the same time, that's footy. Same thing happened with them with the Tigers. So I've got the Cowboys at 4th. And then at 3rd, I've got the Melbourne Storm. I think at the moment they're building quite well. They've still got some players left to come back. But they've got a pretty strong base at the moment. And a good win over the Panthers, I reckon, will really boost their confidence. 2nd spot, I've got the Penrith Panthers. I think once they get Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai back, I think they're going to be an absolute powerhouse again. I don't see them getting beaten 16-0 ever again this season when those boys come back. But they've still got a lot of players still, even after them, to come back into the squad. So I definitely think they'll be around that 1 or 2 spot all year. But my number one, Sharkies fans, you are going to love this. Cronulla Sharks, for me, at the moment, are number one in the power rankings. You guys are probably going to go, mate, you're a dickhead. What a stupid list. This is absolutely horrendous. My reasoning for this, I think in the last 10 games, the Sharks have only lost one game, and that was to the Panthers in a very closely contested game. So, they've played some really good footy over the last few weeks, and I think they absolutely deserve to be number one in the power rankings. When the Panthers get, Nathan Cleary and the other boys back, I think they'll jump back into that number one for me for the power rankings. But, this is my 9 remaining teams' power rankings. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. That is going to wrap it up from me, though, guys. Thank you all so much for your support. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.